You don't come. Welcome, oh. I beg, before we go begin this story, we go scatter your head. Make you do wetin? Subscribe sharp, sharp. Like the video, drop your sweet, sweet comments. No, they form. Now beg, they beg, oh. Okay, now, sitting well.
Arrival in the City of Gold. The Dubai sun glared like a spotlight as Amara, Tonya and Bella strutted out of the airport. Matching sunglasses, matching hair, matching suitcases. They weren't just tourists, they were a walking fashion show. Their phones were out before they even left the terminal, recording everything for Instagram stories. Amara tilted her chin high. Girls, we didn't come here to play. We came to slay. The first taste of luxury. Palm Jumeirah greeted them with its curved coastline like an open jewel box. Their hotel smelled of roses and fresh money. A bellboy in white gloves pushed their luggage into a suite with a balcony view of the Arabian Gulf. Bella gasped, "We're not going home the same." They popped champagne, laughed into the night, and didn't notice the shadow watching them from across the street. Dubai Mall was their playground. Perfumes that whispered of royalty, dresses shimmering under golden lights. Tonya twirled in front of a mirror while Amara filmed. Tag the brands, babe. Let them know we're here. They spent more than they planned, but who cared? Likes and followers were worth more than money. At least for now. Golden sands stretched for miles. They posed in flowing abayas, camel rides in the background. The wind tangled their hair. The sun kissed their skin. Bella sighed. This is the life. But as the day ended, Amara's phone buzzed. A message from an unknown number. Tomorrow. Yacht, no limits. She smiled. Ladies, we just got upgraded. He was a mystery wrapped in designer cologne. No profile picture. No real name. Just Mr. X. His messages promised private luxury, endless champagne, and sunset views on his personal yacht. Bella hesitated. We don't even know him. Amara waved her off. Relax, this is Dubai. Rich men rent yachts every day. We're just the lucky ones this time. The girls spent the morning like soldiers preparing for battle, except their armor was makeup and couture. They rented designer bikinis, styled their hair, and packed phones, sunglasses, and sunscreen. This yacht is going to make our followers faint, Tonya laughed. None of them noticed the weather report flashing warnings about strong currents at sea. The marina was a painting come to life. Rows of glittering yachts swaying gently. Mr. X stood waiting at the dock, tall, dressed in all white, his face half hidden under a cap. He barely spoke, just gestured them aboard. Bella exchanged a glance with Tonya. Something about him felt cold. The yacht slid away from the dock like a swan leaving the shore. Music pulsed from hidden speakers. Silver trays of food appeared as if by magic. The sea was endless blue, hypnotic in its calm. Amara stretched out on a sunbed, sipping champagne. See, luxury life. No stress, father. From shore, the water darkened. Mr. X leaned over the railing, staring into the depths as if searching for something. Bella approached. Everything okay? He smiled faintly. The sea is full of secrets. Then he walked away, leaving her uneasy. The sun melted into the horizon, painting the sky gold. Tonya was live streaming when something large moved under the water, casting a brief shadow against the yacht's hull. Did you see that? She asked. Amara laughed it off. Probably a dolphin. Relax. But the shadow passed again, bigger this time. The waves rolled gently as the girls laughed over glasses of champagne. Mr. X barely joined in, sitting apart, his eyes always scanning the horizon. Tonya leaned toward Bella. Why does he act like he's waiting for someone? Bella shrugged, but deep down she felt it too. That strange air of anticipation. Amara wandered below deck, her curiosity pulling her toward a locked cabin. She tried the handle, no luck, but she could swear she heard something inside, like the faint hum of machinery. or maybe water sloshing against metal. A shadow crossed the doorway. The shoreline was now a faint, hazy line behind them. Bella frowned. Shouldn't we turn back soon? Mr. X gave a small smile. The best spots are always far from shore. His voice was calm, but his eyes, dark and unreadable, gave nothing away. The music turned louder, thumping through the deck as the girls danced under the open sky. The air smelled of salt and something faintly metallic. Mr. X disappeared for a while, and when he returned, his white clothes were slightly damp, as though he'd been leaning too close to the water. It happened fast, just a flash at first. A fin slicing the water 30 feet away. Bella froze mid-laugh. Did you see that? Amara waved it off, probably a dolphin. But then another fin appeared. Bigger, darker, and this one didn't disappear. Mr. X approached the railing, watching the fin circle lazily. Beautiful creatures, he murmured almost to himself. They know when a meal is coming. Bella's skin prickled. She glanced at Tonya, but her friend was busy filming, still thinking it was harmless. The yacht jolted. Drinks spilled. The music skipped. Amara grabbed the edge of her seat. What was that? Mr. X didn't answer. Another bump, harder this time, made the boat sway. The shadow beneath them was growing. The sun dipped lower, and clouds began to gather, swallowing the once golden sky. The wind picked up, making the yacht creak. The water wasn't calm anymore. It had that restless, rolling look. Mr. X smiled faintly. Perfect timing. Amara, restless, slipped away from the deck and returned to that locked door. This time it was slightly ajar. Inside she saw long coils of rope. And something else. Buckets of bloodied fish. The smell hit her like a punch. She backed away, her stomach twisting. When she returned to the deck, her heart stopped. The fins weren't just 2 or 3 anymore. At least 10 dark shapes moved in slow circles around the yacht. The water seemed to churn with silent menace. Bella whispered, "Amara, I think we're trapped." The water erupted beside the yacht. A massive shark slammed into the hull, sending a shudder through the deck. Bella screamed and stumbled backward. Amara grabbed her arm. "Stay away from the edge." But the circling fins tightened, like a noose closing in. Mr. X didn't look afraid. He looked entertained. "You wanted adventure," he said, his voice smooth and cold. "Now you have it." Tonya's eyes widened. "Are you insane?" He didn't answer. Instead, he tossed one of the bloody fish buckets overboard. The water exploded with frenzy. The sea turned red as the sharks tore into the fish. But the frenzy only made them wilder, their bodies slamming into the yacht with bone-jarring force. A crack echoed from below deck, wood splintering. The girls clung to the railing, hearts pounding. Amara raced to the helm. "Turn us back!" But when she twisted the key, the engine coughed once, then went silent. Mr. X stood in the doorway, blocking her escape. "We're not going back." Tonya spotted the emergency dinghy strapped to the side. "We can take that," Amara hesitated. "And go where? We're in the middle of the ocean." But another slam from beneath made her decision for her. They fumbled with the ropes, lowering the small inflatable boat into the churning sea. Bella climbed down first, her hands shaking. The sharks seemed to sense the movement, gliding closer, their dorsal fins slicing the water in unison. "Once you're in their territory," Mr. X called from above, "they never let you leave." His voice carried over the wind, almost swallowed by the crashing waves. Amara ignored him, helping Tonya down into the dinghy. They were barely clear of the yacht when a massive shadow rose beneath them. The dinghy lurched violently. Bella lost her grip and tumbled into the water with a scream. Amara reached for her, but a swirl of red bloomed where Bella had been. Tonya's sobs were drowned by the roar of the sea. Mr. X watched from the yacht, a small, satisfied smile curling on his lips. Hours later, as dawn broke, only Amara and Tonya remained in the battered dinghy, drifting towards the distant shore. The yacht was gone. The sea was calm. But in the depths below, the dark shape still followed, patient, waiting.